Hi everybody, I wanted to just kind of explain to you the tarot class tonight and why it's so important. First of all, the tarot is all about your soul's journey, the journey through all the processes that we go through in life, and two, that we go through before we come into this life. The number 0 in the full card in the whole major arcana is the Fool card, which is your soul or your spirit. And that spirit takes a journey through all of the major arcana. And as you go through that journey, you experience different things. And that's how I teach it, so that you can get a deeper experience into where you are in your life, and that you can raise your vibration. You can figure out who soulmates are, who twin flames are, and you can find forgiveness and joy in your life. Take a journey with me tonight. Go over to litetheway.com to register for the class. I can't wait to see you. I made the class very inexpensive so that you can get in touch with you. And also, if you want to start a new career, it is also a certification class. And I'm always going to share forever that anybody that works for me has been certified through me with all the classes I teach. Peace to you, and I hope to see you tonight. We have 2 times available. And many people may think of death as something that is an end, when in reality, it is like the tree that you see. At the root of it, it is always part of the earth, as our body is part of the earth. And we become part of the heaven. And when we really, really pass through the cycle of enlightenment, we bring together heaven on earth. Takes the energy to get our food, which is much like the sword or the staff. In order to get somewhere, we must have the energy inside to receive what gives us the energy to move. So then when we see the staff or the sword, that represents the vitality and energy to move. And we have water, which represents our emotions. It also is something we need in our physical body, as our body is made up of 90% water. Without water, we would cease to exist. The next element we need is the literal stone, which represents pentacles. We need this to create things, to build houses, to create a place of existence, even to create tools to eat with. Different things that stones can do. We can make fire with a stone, but that is not something that is like the card that is the staff card, or the soul, or it doesn't represent the staff. It is the pentacle, because we rub these together physically, because it comes from the earth. We then have the coins, which represents the physical ability to manifest. One more, can you guess? And here is an example of how a person, as you see a skateboard park, a person might be able to use all of these energies together through the use of building the physical to make the skateboard park, it took the intellectual of thought. So we went into the coins, and then we went into the swords, which represent thought. And then we took the staves, which took the energy to build it, right? So, what comes next? Think about it. Ah, yes, the emotion. The emotion that we need to do something we love. And people do so many things they love, whether it be frisbee, whether it be playing ball. We all are a part of a beautiful universe that was created to do the things we love. And without this energy, we would cease to exist. And you saw those, you saw the graveyard that I took you to. Here's where it all begins. This is where they actually make the headstones. And a lot of times we don't think about it. We don't think about the work that it goes into it and the planning. There is another example of how we take what comes from the earth and we put energy into something. I have this idea that I would show a video that kind of explains the tarot and how, like, swords, which is this, represent communication and ideas. So right now I'm communicating an idea of putting a video together that actually shows people how those things work. I think that's a good way for some people to learn, possibly. Yeah? Can you say that out loud since I can't take your video? You do? You do? Okay. There you go. So, there you go. Communication. Without the thought and the communication, it would not come to be. Nor would the pizza be arriving at my house without somebody's idea to pick the ingredients, roll the ingredients, put it together, and then put the idea together through thought, which is our sword. So they took it from the earth already, and they made it into an idea, put the energy, this is our staves, together to make it happen. And guess what? A lot of emotion comes out of that. Here's another example. Along with these other things that I'm sharing with you, you might say, wait a minute, okay, I know there's a process that people go through, but what about the aces, the twos, the threes, the fours? Well, what's really cool about that is each number represents the same thing. So I'm going to show you the representation of how things work, and I'm going to show you a garden. So the beginning of a thought, as I was talking to my other, I said, I really would like to have a garden, but I'd like to put it in boxes because it will be better contained. And I need to grow sage because I have people that want sage, and it's spreading all over. So by communicating that idea together, he went out and he got the things that would allow me to put this together. So, swords, thought, so that it's ace, the beginning of a thought, okay? And then the beginning of what? Putting something together through his energy, which would be staffs. And I can tell you, a lot of emotion comes through as he looks at the abundance that comes with these gardens and the things that will grow and that we will harvest and eat. So this is all through this new beginning. Look at the abundance that we have. So much so that I've even shared it with my neighbors, which is a book, because that is the emotion of love. And emotions being water, right? So thought, swords, energy, emotion, but we had to begin with, we had to put it into the earth and plant the seeds. It takes actually putting the actual energy in there. And then we go to number 2, where it comes together. And when it comes together, it is time for harvesting. And as we go through the steps of 1, beginning, 2, 3, everything has a cycle. Everything has a cycle. That I love is the strength card. When we can tame that lion, we can find the strength we need within to overcome any obstacle. For strength comes from within. And so, just trusting in one's strength. There's something right there. What element does that represent? I see 2. Actually, 3 elements. 3 elements, possibly 4. Got some big apples that are up top. And here's the famous space tree. Every year I ask everybody to use their imagination because this tree bears some different type of face, or it represents someone where everyone gives me the idea of what it is. Rose, and I want to share with you I'm so excited to join you tonight as we take a journey of your soul and learn the process. It's like a psychological deck in your hand, but not only that, it helps you as you go through the ups and downs of life. And it also gives you a professional career of being a tarot card reader. I have had coaches, I have had people that help people in all levels of being, even psychotherapists that use the tarot deck. As a matter of fact, the tarot deck was originally created as a tool to help people understand enlightenment. And if you're looking for a job, every one of the readers that I hire, they have all been personally trained by me, because at Light the Way, our purpose is that of spiritual purpose, of walking your walk. Thanks so much for joining me during this video. And please go over to lighttheway.com and sign up tonight. Register at Light the Way University for this compelling class. I'm Kimmy Rose. It all starts here.